Guys, if there's one thing I want to advocate for here on a salesmanyoucantrust.com, it's that I want to be more than your agent. I want to be an advocate. I want to be a friend. I want to be a servant to those in need. If you go to a salesmanyoucantrust.com and go to the top of the page and click on About Me, you will see that I've always been a person that has found my joy and found my comfort in helping others. My wife and I spent nearly 20 years working with disadvantaged teenage girls, and we loved them deeply. Many we are still in contact with and help to this day on some level. We are servants. It's what we seek to do. It's what we seek to commit our lives to. Now, I say this not for you to pat me on the back. Remember, a pat on the back is only 18 inches away from a kick in the rear end. I tell you this because I want you to understand that I really want to help you. So that's what this video is going to concentrate on, helping you. If you do not have insurance, if you have not gotten insurance, if you have lost your insurance recently and has not found something to take its place, please reconsider. Please reach out to me and let me find you the best possible coverage at the best possible price, not so I can make a living. Of course, that's always going to be part of it, but so you can be protected. Look in the news. One of my latest videos on the website is about the Affordable Care Act. What happened there? I don't want to have a huge history lesson with you, but the number one thing that caused the Affordable Care Act to come into being were the existence of people in need of health insurance because they have health conditions or illnesses. Now, guys, I know many of you within the sound of my voice here are thinking, well, of course, you go get health insurance when you're sick. That's when you need it. That's where you're mistaken, my friend. The idea of health insurance has always been to go acquire it while you are healthy. Then, if you get sick, you will have it to utilize. The idea behind health insurance has never been go without it as long as you can, and it will be there when you get sick. Think of car insurance, folks. Think of car insurance. The difference between car insurance and health insurance is that we've all been taught how car insurance works. From the moment we start to talk about getting our driver's license when we're 12, 13, 14 years old, I'm going to be driving in 2 years. I'm going to be driving in 3 years, Mom and Dad. And you're all of you are almost instantly told, you better be prepared to help pay for that car insurance. Because your parents didn't want you out there driving without being protected, no matter how many safe driving courses you took, no matter how many good remarks you got from your driver's ed teacher. Driver's insurance, car insurance, was drilled into your head for as long as you can remember, right? Driver's ed courses at home, you were taught about car insurance. We're not taught about health insurance. Now, to be fair, I think that's because for many, many years, most people automatically got good, solid health insurance from their employers. As of late, the last 10 years, maybe more, that's not been the case too often. Some places still offer amazing health insurance, but many workplaces today do not. And even the ones that do, many of them are charging through the nose to help pay for it. But I digress. Get yourself on some kind of plan through me. Let me help you. Because even though there is now a law that pre-existing conditions must be covered, that law only applies to the Affordable Care Act. Why is that a big deal? If you don't lose insurance from a workplace or someplace that you've had it through no fault of your own by quitting, being fired, moving, getting a divorce, what have you, you cannot get the Affordable Care Act until open enrollment November 1st through December 15th. So if, God forbid, heaven forbid, you would get cancer in January and lose your insurance in February, you could get the Affordable Care Act because if it wasn't your fault that you lost it, you got fired or you moved, you got sick. But folks, you cannot count on the Affordable Care Act. See my Affordable Care Act video on the website. To be cheap, to be affordable. It all depends on how much you're making or not making. Again, see that other video, please. But if you don't have health insurance or haven't had it for some time, over 2 months, and God forbid you have a heart attack or get cancer, you are not going to get a policy that covers heart attacks or cancer or anything that's pre-existing. And I talk to people every day in that position. Diabetes. Someone finds out they have diabetes. They haven't had insurance for 10 years, 20 years. I lost it at my last workplace when I left and I just never bothered to get it. Now I need it because I have diabetes. Thankfully, I have one plan available, and contact me. Use the contact page on the website. And I can find you a plan that will cover your doctor appointments and give you some medication discounts. But it is not full coverage on diabetes because nothing outside the Affordable Care Act exists to cover pre-existing conditions fully. Nothing, folks. Nothing. If there were something that did that, I'd be selling it, I promise you. But it doesn't exist. Don't go without coverage. If you get sick and it's outside open enrollment for the Affordable Care Act, or you can't afford an Affordable Care Act plan because it's not subsidized, you're in trouble. I will still help you the best that I can, but you will not get the kind of coverage you really, really need for having an illness or disease. So this is my plea with you. Go get yourself health insurance from me right here. Call me up. Don't delay. Contact me here on the website. Press on the contact button and get a hold of me and get yourself insured. It's not a money-making racket. It's not a scheme. It's my desire and passion to help serve you. I take the harassment out of health insurance because I'm a salesman you can trust.